श्रीराघवम् दशरथात्मजमप्रमेयम् सीतापतिम् रघुकुलान्मयरत्नदीपम् आजानुबाहुम् अरविन्ददलायताक्षम् रामम् निशाचर विनाशकरम् नमामि नमामि नमामि।
Ramakatha Rasavahini. Chapter 6, Part 2. Dasharatha drew Rama to himself and fondled his head. He said, "Son, all you have said is true. They are gems of great worth. I am not a fool to deny them. I shall proceed this moment with my four-winged army and protect the sacrificial ceremony of this sage at the cost of all that I possess. But my mind does not accept the proposal to send you, just now being trained in the arts of war and weaponry, into the arms of these demoniac Rakshasas. No father will knowingly offer into the tiger's paw the sons he has borne. And is it right for you too to plunge us into the flames of grief? We gained you through austerity and fostered you as the very breath of our lives. Alas, what can anyone do when destiny itself is against us? I shall not blame you or anyone else. It is the consequence of the sins I have myself committed." Dasharatha bewailed thus, with his hand upon his head. At this, Rama broke into a smile. He said, "Father, what is this weakness? You speak of thrusting us into the tiger's mouth. Haven't you realized yet that we are not goats to be so offered? Believe us to be lion cubs. Send us on this sacred task with your blessings. Kings must not delay sacred tasks." Hearing these rather sharp remarks of Rama, Vasishtha rose, saying, "Excellent. Dasharatha, did you hear the lion's roar? Why the jackal howl thereafter? Arise, send the message to the mothers and fetch them. Place your sons at the service of Vishwamitra." Hearing these words, Dasharatha felt he could not do anything else than obey. He sent word that the queens should come into the presence. The queens put in their appearance with wheels over their heads. They touched the feet of the sages and of Dasharatha, and afterwards they moved towards the children and stood by their side, fondling with loving fingers the crown of their heads. Vasishtha spoke to them first. He said, "Mother, our Rama and Lakshmana are ready to leave with Vishwamitra in order to guard his yajna right from interference and obstruction by demoniac hordes. Bless them before they leave. As soon as she heard this, Kausalya raised her head in surprise, saying, "What is this I hear? Are these saplings to guard and protect the yajna which the great sage is celebrating? I have heard that the mantras themselves with their divine potency will be the best armor. How can mere man dare take upon himself the burden of saving the yajna from harm? The responsibility for the successful conclusion of the yajna lies on the rectitude of the participating priesthood." This appeared to Vasishtha as correct, but yet he thought it best to shed a little more light on the situation. "Kausalya, mother, the yajna of Vishwamitra is no ordinary rite. Many obstacles are affecting it and creating anxiety." Vasishtha was continuing with this explanation when Kausalya intervened and said, "I am really amazed to hear that anxiety overshadows the yajna performed by sages and rishis. I believe that no power can stand against any sacred resolve. The sage is nursing this desire and craving for its fulfillment in order to manifest the supreme light and peace. That is my surmise. He might have put forward this request in order to test the king's attachment to his children. Or else, how can we believe that these tiny spots of tenderness will guard from harm the yajna that this sage, endowed with all mystic and mysterious powers, is proposing to celebrate?" While Kausalya was saying this, her hand caressing the head of Rama, Dasharatha, who was listening to her talk, suddenly realized the truth in a flash and arrived at a bold decision. He said, "Yes, the words of Kausalya convey authentic truth. This is but a plan to test me. I am certain about it. Master, how can I, a weakling, encounter your test? I shall abide by your wish, whatever it is." With these words, Dasharatha fell at the feet of Vasishtha. Vasishtha looked at him and said, "Maharaja, you have proved yourself worthy. These boys are not of ordinary stamp. Their skills and capacities are limitless. We know this. Others do not know. This occasion is but the inauguration of their triumphal march. It is a prologue to the history of their victorious career. It is a taking on by them of the vow of Dharma Rakshana, the guardianship of righteousness. They will return soon with the bride of victory. Therefore, without further thought, hand them over gladly to Vishwamitra." Vasishtha called the boys to his side and placing his auspicious palm on their heads, he recited some hymns, pronouncing his blessings on them. The boys fell at the feet of the mothers and received their blessings. They stood ready to depart. Dasharatha noticed the glow of joy and courage on their faces. He suppressed the grief that was surging within him. He placed his hands on the shoulders of the boys and came near Vishwamitra. He fell at his feet and said, "These two, O Master, are from this day your sons. Their health and happiness are dependent on you. If you order that a few personal guards may be sent with them, I shall gladly comply." At this, Vishwamitra burst into laughter. "O king, you are really insane. Is there anyone who can guard them? These heroes who are coming to free the yajna from obstruction? Do they need any? They are out to guard the yajna which we cannot guard. Do such mighty heroes need someone to protect them? Of course, your affection has blinded you. King, I shall bring them with me to you when the task for which I am taking them is accomplished. Do not worry. Rule over the kingdom without injustice or interruption." Vishwamitra rose from the seat. Everyone offered reverential obeisance to the great sage. He walked out of the hall first, and the two princes followed him. As soon as they reached the main gate of the palace, people heard heavenly drums and clarions resounding from the sky. A shower of flowers rained upon them. As they moved along, the music of conches rose from every doorstep. The peal of trumpets was heard from every few yards of the road. They appeared to men, women, and children, to the citizens of all ages, as two cubs trotting behind an elderly lion. No one knew why the princes were walking barefoot and leaving the palace with the celebrated sage. So, each one started asking his neighbor what the mission was on which they were bound. The ministers, courtiers, and the citizens accompanied them only as far as the city gate, for that was the royal command. There, they bade farewell to the princes and turned back. Thereafter, they continued their journey. Vishwamitra leading the way, Rama close behind him, and Lakshmana bringing up the rear. They saw the lines of charming trees on both sides of the track. They filled themselves with the beauty of nature that revealed itself before their eyes. When they had trekked some distance, they entered a jungle devoid of human habitation. Vishwamitra ordered that they should wear from then on wrist guards and finger guards of leather. He asked them to take on hand the bows slung on the shoulder and hold them in readiness. Thus equipped, they moved along the silent, terror-striking forest through the tangled bushes, fearless and effulgent, as if they were the monarchs of the region. Soon, they reached the river Sarayu. The sun was preparing to set, so Vishwamitra called Rama and Lakshmana near him and spoke to them soft and sweet words. Darlings, go to the river without further delay and have the ceremonial washing of hands and feet. I shall now impart to you two mystic formulae, mantra, which form the crown jewels of all mantras. They are named Bala and Atibala, strength and super strength. They are both charged with tremendous power. They will restore freshness to you however exhausted you may be. They will prevent exhaustion however heavily you exert yourselves. They will not allow illness to approach you. They will save you from demonic forces. Again, whenever you are journeying, they will, if you recollect them, keep away hunger and thirst, bestow exhilarating health, and shower joy and enthusiasm. They will strengthen limbs and minds. Rama, these two mantras are supreme over all other mantras. They are more effulgent and efficacious than the rest. Vishwamitra expatiated upon the potency of the mantras for a long while. Rama had no need to be told of them. He listened with apparent surprise and with wonder-filled eyes. Lakshmana, meanwhile, was watching both the sage and Rama, laughing within himself. This incident is a good lesson for the world, wherein Rama had come to revive Dharma. It is a lesson taught by his behavior rather than by words. Maya is inescapable for anyone, however great. It will turn them upside down in a moment. It will not loosen its grasp so long as the victim is engrossed in the belief that he is the body. It will not be frightened by the name or fame, the skill or intelligence of the person it seeks to possess. Only when the individual discards name and form, releases himself from body consciousness and establishes himself in the Atma, can he escape from the misconception that Maya inflicts. This was that lesson. For, note this, Vishwamitra had these two powerful mantras in his control. He had accumulated a great store of spiritual treasure. He had realized, in spite of his own far-famed resources, that Rama alone had the might needed to outwit and destroy the demonic hordes intent on disrupting the yajna he was set on celebrating. He had counseled Dasharatha against over-affection towards the son, blinding him to the divine majesty of Rama. He had announced that Rama was the guardian of the entire world. He believed that there was no height of heroism that Rama could not reach, yet he was preparing to initiate those very princes into some mystic mantras as if they were children of some common stock. Surely, Vishwamitra was shackled by Maya. He had yielded to the delusion of judging by apparent attributes. Rama laid bare the strength of the stranglehold of Maya on the sage, for it was he who had shrouded Vishwamitra's mind and made him enter proudly upon these initiation's rites. Rama and Lakshmana finished their ablutions in the river as directed by Vishwamitra. The sage came to Rama and initiated him into the two mantras. Rama pronounced the formulae after the teacher and nodded his head as a novice should do when a mantra is taught. Lakshmana too did the same. They bowed their heads as if they had agreed to be the disciples of Vishwamitra. Soon it became dark, and the brothers arranged for themselves as beds the grass which grew thick on the ground. After they laid themselves down, Vishwamitra sat by their side and related tales of olden times. Soon the boys appeared as if they had gone to sleep, as a result apparently of the exhaustion of tramping long distances on foot. Vishwamitra stopped his story and was lost in thought about his own destiny and destination. Meanwhile, daylight broke across the land. Multicolored birds flitted from branch to branch on the tree under which the two brothers were sleeping, singing sweetly as if they were intent on awakening Rama and Lakshmana. It was to the ear the music of aerial minstrels, but they could not rouse the sleepers. So Vishwamitra accosted Rama and announced that the dawn had arrived. "Awake," he said. Rama sat up. He awakened Lakshmana, who was in bed by his side, and both fell at the feet of the sage. They finished their morning ablutions in the Sarayu river. They took the sacred water in their palms and let it down, again uttering hymns in the praise of the goddess of the river. Then they bathed in the river and performed thereafter the Sandhya rite, involving the recitation of the Gayatri mantra. Soon they got ready for the journey and stood before the sage with arms folded. Vishwamitra asked, "Dear ones, now we can move towards our hermitage, can't we?" And Rama replied, "We await your command." So they started walking with the sage in front and the brothers behind. Soon they reached the confluence of the Sarayu with the Ganga. End of Part 2, Chapter 6. Sai Ram.
Shri Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram. Shri Ram ji ki महिमा अपार, राम जी की महिमा अपार. सुन लो तो बेड़ा पार, सुन लो तो बेड़ा पार. श्री राम जी की महिमा अपार, राम जी की महिमा अपार। श्री राम नीरज नयना मुखारविंदा, श्यामल छवि अति सुंदर राम। करुणा स्वरूप श्री राम, निर्मल स्वभाव श्री राम। करुणा स्वरूप निर्मल स्वभाव, भक्तों के प्राण गुणशीलवान। नीरज नयना मुखारविंदा, श्यामल छवि अति सुंदर राम। रविकुल मंडन दशरथ नंदन, मुनि मनरंजन नयन विराम। राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम राम श्री राम। श्री राम जी की महिमा अपार, राम जी की महिमा अपार। जय जय श्री राम, जय जय श्री राम, जय जय श्री राम। जिनकी कृपा ने आखर बितारे, एक ही बाण ने दुष्ट संहारे। जिनकी कृपा ने पाथर बितारे, एक ही बाण ने दुष्ट संहारे। चरणों की धूल ने पापी उधारे, जन्मदिन उन्हीं का मना लो आज। जन्मदिन उन्हीं का मना लो आज, मुबारक हो सबको जन्मदिन की रात। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। राम सीता राम सीता राम, राम सीता राम सीता राम सीता राम। श्री राम जी की महिमा अपार, राम जी की महिमा अपार। सुन लो तो बेड़ा पार। सुन लो तो बेड़ा पार। श्री राम जी की महिमा अपार, राम जी की महिमा अपार। राम सीता राम सीता राम